I was married, mentoring a Korean American. I've had some very interesting mentoring relationships. I've had a Greek American, I've had a Chinese Canadian, I've had what do you call it? This is a Korean American, top chief accountant, and I was mentoring him. And we've had several relationship meetings, and we've done several things, studies, we've engaged, and done a number of things. So one day he just called me and he says, you know what? That's it. I don't want us to meet again. What would you do? Out of the blue, he just called me and said, you know, I've had it. This thing is so hard. That's it. Don't call me. Of course, I was disappointed. I was just going all out for it. I was giving him everything I could give him, doing my research and helping him and meeting with him and spending my precious time with him. And one day he says, you know, this is it. Don't call me. He was quiet for 3 months. And then one day he called. Then I surprisingly picked the phone. Then he says, hello, I'm so and so and so. He was very upbeat. Then he asked me, I just want to find out from you if we can start meeting again. What would you say? Right? What would you say? No. She's honest.
Take him back and find out why.
Yeah. Yeah, she's honest. So the natural thing is to say, look, I don't want to give you any more trouble, just continue with your life. But I said, sure. And then he told me, let's meet. I will pay. I said, fine. Since you're going to pay, I will pray. And so we decided to get together again. And then I asked him, what happened? He had an opportunity to share all manner of things. And I have to be very upfront with him and tell him the truth and share with him. But mentoring is a relationship of valuable people. And we must learn to forgive. Because the people we are mentoring will not do all the things we want them to do. They will not follow the counsel that we want them to follow. Sometimes they will go contrary to the things that we are helping them to do. But we do not need to forgive. We do not need to give up. All we need is to forgive, receive them back, and help them back on the path of growth and development. I'm just telling you now. Perhaps it has already happened to some of you. Perhaps some of you are experiencing it now. Others of you may experience it in the near future. But whatever happens, people are going to let you down. People are going to disappoint you. They will discourage you. It should not stop you. Not. Sometimes the people who disappoint you the most eventually become your shining stars. Sometimes the people who will fall by the roadside and you think nothing happened, they didn't get anything from you, they completely failed you. Eventually you find them standing on the platform somewhere and talking and they've gone over it. And then they pick you up in the crowd and they say, it has not been heard. Sitting there and you wonder, me? This guy was a failure, or this lady was a failure. How could I have made any contribution to her life or to his life? And they will say, yes, you did, with the little things that you gave me, and the advice and counsel and the time that you gave me. And so we pray that the Lord will give all of us the grace of commitment to be able to forgive. Forgive those words. And then finally, it's hard work. It's hard work. Nothing great is achieved on a silver platter. Nothing. Whether it is spiritual, whether it is physical, name it. When others are sleeping, those who achieve great things are burning the midnight oil. They are sacrificing all they've got to make it happen. Mentoring is hard work. Last week I was in South Africa. I got a call from one of my mentees, and he could not stop, going on and on and on. And my roaming charges were going higher and higher and higher. But I knew what was going on. And I knew he wanted to talk. And I had to give him the time to talk. And even though I had meetings the whole day in the university and I was tired, he wanted to talk. And I had to give him the time for him to do so. And for us to engage. It is hard work. It is hard work. It is not something you just come in briefly, you show up, and then you disappear. I'm sure, Lucy, it's hard work, isn't it? It's not, it doesn't just happen that you have an organization. It's a lot of hard work. And I'd like to encourage all of us because hard work is becoming something that is foreign. And as a result, we have more and more vanishing breeds. Vanishing breeds. But I'm sure that if we can apply hard work to prayer, if you can apply hard work to our spirituality, if you can apply hard work to whatever it is that God has given us to do, we will see incredible results. Incredible results. And so people ask me, what do you do? I cannot even explain. Because I have my hands in so many different things. But all of them takes commitment, it takes hard work, it takes willingness to forgive, it takes willingness to know that it is a relationship you have to invest in, and to know that it is a developmental relationship that would build into the future and that will change our world. And as a result, I'm willing to commit myself to that. And so I want to challenge you today on 4 things before I sit down. One is that if you are going to avoid becoming a vanishing breed, if you are going to be a kind of breed that will stick around forever, you need to work hard to mentor other leaders. If you invest in jars of clay, they will break. If you invest in brick and mortar, a time will come they will fall apart. But if you invest in lives, the investments will live forever. 2 Timothy 2:2. The things that you have heard me in front of many witnesses, I commend you to entrust it to faithful men who are able to teach others. Entrust it to faithful men and women who are able to teach others. Work hard at your mentoring. Give it all that you've got. After 30 years, I'm still going in mentoring. And guess what? I also have mentors. I have people who have gone ahead of me that I look up to, and they also mentor me. It's hard work. 2, forgiveness. Remember, when things are not going well, it is not a time to give up. Do not give up on anyone, because we all have the capacity and the potential to bounce back. Do not give up. Create a big heart, big room to receive people who come back. Number 3, remember, it's a relationship. We need to invest in that relationship. And then, first point I made is a developmental relationship of investments. And we need to engage in that over a period of time. And God being with us, we will see His hand, blessings on our lives. I entrust you into God's hands, and I'm proud of what Olive International has done. And I know that this is not the end. There are greater things to come. And I pray that the Lord will bless you, and out among you, we will have clusters of leaders who mentor others across the continent of Africa, if not the world, impacting our generation in the next one. God bless you.
Thank you very much. And I'm really encouraged. Chico, I'll continue right now. Now comes to the next part of why we're here this evening. This is through a group of young people who have toiled, who have learned a lot in the last couple of weeks and in this year. And would like to award certificates